Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Currently, the Eagles have possession as we resume the action in quarter number 2. Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. Looking to pick up some steam, generate some steam right now. Down on the scoreboard and struggling a bit.
And sometimes you have to find it from places you don't ordinarily get it. Not necessarily just going back and throwing the football. Maybe use your legs a little bit. Maybe rely on some teammates, get the ball in their hands. Anything to try and generate a spark. But bottom line, he has to play a lot better.
Yeah, he does. He's got the 2 INTs and the 1 touchdown pass so far.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. There's a nice move. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 24, Lance. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Lance looks to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers' throw complete there to Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Teddy Bridgewater, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that final. winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is Smith with a grab. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carter once more. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Carter. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Gainwell. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown! It's Dennis Goddard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Coup now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance got his target, Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Lance to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lance steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. The Lance going to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, right back to Carter. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick slant here to Smith.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Michael Carter, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned how slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6 and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Gainwell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, Carter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Lance. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
You gotta be kidding me.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Miles Sanders. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A handoff for Carter. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Carter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. For the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. It's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.